I'm Dr. Peter Vermeulen. I'm a plastic surgeon specializing in facelift surgery.
I'm Dr. Stefaan from Berge, and between the two of us we've got almost 10 years of experience with the MACS lift.
Do you really need to do a MACS facelift if you want a facelift? Isn't it quite an invasive procedure?
Well, over the years some procedures have gained popularity, like fillers, mini lifts. Well, a mini lift is something that only redrapes the skin and doesn't do anything on the structural framework, which is sagging in older age. A MACS lift addresses that as well. A mini lift gives a mini result. That's basic knowledge. There are things like fillers, but they will always have a temporary effect. Fillers are not body-owned, they're synthetic, and they can have excellent effects, but if you've got the chance, why not use your own tissue to augment the volume in your face, and that's what a MACS lift will do.
Would a MACS lift last longer than a less invasive procedure?
It would, of course, because in a mini lift, which only tightens the skin, if the basic structure of the face is not made more structural, it's not affected, then obviously the tightening of the skin will not last long. It will only have an effect of a few months. Same thing with only fillers. They will get absorbed by the body in a matter of months or even years at the most, but none of those techniques will have an effect as long lasting as a MACS lift.
Okay, and with a MACS lift, I mean, with a less invasive procedure, I mean, is it less easy to see the effect? I mean, is a MACS lift more visible? You can see more, or is it more or less the same as a less invasive procedure?
Well, the advantage of the full option MACS lift, as we call it, the MACS lift with all the work that we do, is that you add youth to the entire face, not just to one wrinkle or one line, which is what you do by injecting a filler or by just taking out a piece of skin.
Okay, so, well, is it not possible then to do more work than a MACS facelift? I've heard that there are types of facelift surgery where you go very deep into the tissues below the structure of the face. What about that? I mean, is the MACS lift, how does MACS lift compare to those types of procedures?
Lots of procedures have been described, but the main disadvantage of them is that they are dangerous because you enter into the facial planes and then you come close to the facial nerve, which is very dangerous to hit and to get complete paralysis of the face. So that's not what we want, and a MACS lift stays superficial but addresses the problems of volumizing the face again. So sometimes, of course, we need to add some operations to get the neck look more younger, and then we add a little scar behind the ear, but that's rarely necessary. And sometimes we need to open the neck to assess the neck and get a more useful neck. But in MACS lift surgery, we never go behind the SMAS like SMAS lift surgeons has to do, because that's the dangerous plane and we don't want to go there. Therefore, a MACS lift is very safe.
But your type of, was it full option or a MACS facelift, you will address the neck as well?
Yeah, we always address the neck by liposuction and by redraping the neck muscle, the platysma, in a vertical way to suspend the neck. So we always get a good effect on the neck, but sometimes you have to open it in the front to address the lines there and to rejuvenate the neck completely.
With a small scar, a very small one.
Right, so overall it's more visible than a less invasive procedure, but it's safer than a more invasive procedure.
And you could say that.
And you also you do every part of the face. That is the eyes, the cheeks, the neck.
We come from the neck.
And the
brows.
And the brows.